Welcome back to Sonic 06, and in this part, Rouge is staring deeply into the emerald.
Ah, my precious Chaos Emerald. You are also beautiful.
Why is Rouge admiring it like she's a
Strange.
treasure hunter in this game?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Gerdat,
Hi, Omega.
because as a matter of fact, she is
Omega?
working in a gem store.
No, she's not. She works for Gun in this game.
I was trying to come up with a clever acronym. Didn't work.
It seems he's in standby mode.
What could have possibly happened to create this future?
No, well, the
So every
players
time I
know,
listen-
but
So every time I listen to these dialogues, I have to keep in mind that every single one of these lines was delivered by the voice actors without proper context as to exactly when these dialogues were said,
It's not like we can
or even who they're talking to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a shadowy inflection. It must have been right. And now that we're randomly in Flame Core, let's move on to the next level.
A Chaos Emerald! You've already found one!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter.
Not in this game, you're not.
Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What? Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah, I thought so, Knuckles.
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here.
How?
But
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late.
That's right, Knuckles. Just turn your little
Same
bitch
to
head
you.
away.
That was Sonic's only line in the entire cutscene.
It's okay, Gerda. We're still playing a game with Sonic's name on it, even though I'm sure he would much rather have a word with his lawyer about that.
Yeah. Alright,
Now that
this
we're in-
is Flame Core. It is a dark place.
And I almost died. We're already making great progress.
The Cross's energy is out of control. Is it because of the Chaos Emerald?
This is a pretty nice riff, though. Oh,
It
damn
is. Yeah, it's invincibility frames for no freaking reason. Oh, there are some things I have use for invincibility for. Way over there.
Can't fall off here.
Even Invincible Shadow dies to gravity. He also occasionally dies to
And
falling meteors out of
Shadow
nowhere.
doesn't get the light speed dash yet, does he?
Shadow has a lightspeed dash.
Oh, alright.
I needed to get the lightspeed dash in order to access Kingdom Valley. These are my least favorite parts of this first part of Flame Core. Is you have to walk on the walls.
And the wall walking segments flat out do not function. If you're going too slow, they just kick you off.
And when they kick you off, you fall into the lava and probably will die.
Yes, because you immediately lose all of your rings, and they fall into the lava, which is supposed to
Fall into the
be
lava.
a solid ground object according to how a shadow behaves on top of it.
So, there's a section coming up that took me a bunch of tries, because not only do you have to, actually make it. If you fail, then you have to scramble for a platform or die.
Yep.
Here it is. There, that's it. There's the bullshit right there.
Nah,
All
that
this
was
bullshitty
partially your
glory.
fault because you jumped off.
I'm actually, I thank the stars that I can actually land these, that, god damn it! Ah,
Yeah.
curse you. Curse you, vile monsters.
Oh, I
Fuck.
see. You're jumping in order to try and fight the monster. No. Ignore the monster.
What I'm trying to do is reach the other side, but it does not function.
Yeah, the outside is not actually part of the runnable wall. The runnable wall
Dude, what-
actually is pretty
what the
clearly
fuck?
marked, but, it's difficult to stay on it when you're... I forget, does your control actually shift when you go vertically?
Your control is the same, but I think you have to give just a very slight tap. in the direction you want to go in?
Yeah, because
Like that?
because everyone's acceleration, particularly while turning, is absolutely ridiculous in this game. So attempting to actually go through this wall running section with hyper turning is a pain. There. You know,
Oh God. Oh mama. Oh my daughter, I just made it.
oh mama, I'm a shadow in a volcano, and it really sucks my dick.
Lawman is putting life to the demons and I can't stand this shit.
Oh mama, can you hear me crying? I don't wanna play this game.
Lawman is putting end to my troubles and the flames are roasting my balls. The jig is up, the door is open, now I got to cross.
I'm pretty sure that we need to invest some serious time in making a parody album, dude. Come on.
Oh, the
At least assuming
Rocket
that we would
Rabbit
have some
redo.
fun with it.
It'd have to be like critter covers. That's alliterative enough for us.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Ow.
I do
Shadow
like this riff,
works
though. This
in the
riff is pretty
grocery store, saving his rings for Sunday. No.
I don't know. I'm
That comes floating along with the lava flow.
I'm too distracted by the awesome riff, dude.
This riff is awesome. The riff coming up, not so much. If only because the next segment of Flamecore is way more annoying than this part, I think.
That's
It wasn't for the
Shadow's
fact-
next segment of Flamecore is the Dark Cave, right?
It's the Dark Cave, yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is the exact same level for Shadow and Sonic.
I don't think so. I think Sonic doesn't actually spend all that much time in the volcano.
Or wait, who was it? Or was it that Shadow? Or was it that Sonic and Silver were trading off? No, that's right, because Silver's not with us right now.
Yeah.
Get out of my way with your toes.
So there is a moment where, like in Sonic's level, he trades places with Knuckles, and you play as Knuckles for a little while. Well, Shadow trades places with Knuckles' counterpart, Rouge, and the opening cinematic to this level made it very clear that Rouge and Knuckles are supposed to be like in the same concept.
Yeah. They very much are in the same concept in this game. Unfortunately, they don't have that good gameplay styles. I actually prefer Rouge over Knuckles myself, although I'm not actually playing the game. Mostly because, despite the fact that the bombs control like ass, they're at least a projectile attack.
They are a projectile attack. They're not. Rouge's booby bombs aren't terrible. They suck, but they're not terrible. They're just one degree above suck.
Ah.
I mean terrible.
Hold it. Your leg sweep actually has a 3-hit combo?
The leg sweep has it's not really a combo. No, you have to. All you're doing is just doing the exact same kick animation over and over again.
But it has different sound effects on it.
It does, especially when it actually hits. Because, you know, when it doesn't connect, it's actually kind of stupid. It makes me wonder why they put it in the game in the first place. I might as well just keep doing this over and over again.
Well, you have to.
I mean, hell, the only reason why there's a leg sweep in the game is because I'm pretty sure both Sonic and Shadow have moments when they have to, like, go underneath something in order to proceed.
Yep.
That's about it. It's not a very good attack. It does shit damage. Its frequency is way slower, you can't combo, and enemies will probably hit you. So don't try to kick.
Oh, we weren't actually inside the volcano yet.
Grrr.
Wait a minute. The inside of the volcano is pitch black?
It's also got smooth jazz. How very atmospheric. Kick.
So far, this sounds a bit more like Grand Metropolis than it's supposed to.
Nah.
I actually like Grand Metropolis as a level. I'm not the most fond of it, and I don't even think it's the best level in Sonic Heroes. Honestly, my favorite level in Sonic Heroes would have to be the I'm trying to think. I want to say Egg Fleet actually is my favorite level in Sonic Heroes, although I actually dislike Final Fortress.
Bullshit. That just happened on screen. Bullshit. I fell into the pit. So when moments like that happen, I genuinely get the sensation that Sonic 06 had defeated me.
Yeah.
I was defeated by this game. I'm pretty sure I have mentioned on the show before, I've never played Sonic Heroes, although I was aware of it as early as middle school, I think. I think I was in 8th grade when that game came out.
No, would you have liked to have played Sonic Heroes?
Not really, because I heard some things about that game.
Well, the PS2 version of Sonic Heroes is, unstable as all fuck, but the GameCube version of Sonic Heroes is mostly okay. I still think that Sonic Heroes is my favorite Sonic game of the ones that I've played. Mind you, the only Sonic games that I've actually played, at least when it comes to platformers, are like 20 minutes of Sonic 2 and like about an hour of Sonic Generations.
Huh? Concentrate your power on the light, and it will show you the way.
I thought you said that we switched out to Rouge for this part.
It's the second Darkness section that we have to play as Rouge.
Oh, okay.
This is only the first one. These sections are not terribly challenging. They're trying to intimidate you with the
Assuming that you can
darkness.
see. One of the big problems is if you have in particular a television that doesn't handle brightness that well, these parts are literally unplayable.
Yeah, you got a point there. I say the only saving grace is that when you know that one of these pillars rising up from the lava has an endpoint, all you have to do is just find the top. But yeah, if you have poor brightness controls, you are doomed.
Very
And
doomed.
you should stop. And you should stop playing this game immediately if you haven't already.
Now, does that open up the door?
Nope. Because that was not the door. That was the door.
Why
around.
are there two doors if only one of them opens?
Because they're fucking with you. Ha 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 ha.
No,
It
that is
worked.
bad game.
Behold the dicketry.
Walk very carefully. Wouldn't want to actually use the light speed dash to go in a circle now, because I'll just end up throwing you in a pit of lava. No, that's one of the things
That's
that
right.
happens all the time in Sonic Heroes. You attempt to use the light speed dash to go in a circle, you just end up. And there's very little amount of lava in that game, so the fact that that is what always happens is really sad.
Everything to me.
If all of the lights shine at once, your way will
Oh,
become
look.
clear.
Rouge is throwing booby bombs in the dark. How appropriate for her character.
At least her
Booby
bombs
bombs
one-shot
that
the
punch.
worms.
Yeah. The only thing they can't one-shot are the Mephiles monsters and the big guys. The golems, that is. Okay, there's one. You have to hit the other 4 or 5 of them, and then
It should be 3 of them.
that's 2. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
The latest
Alright.
season of South Park is officially on, and I'm liking it so far.
I heard that a lot of the latest episodes of South Park have turned off a lot of people.
Which is kind of weird because, I mean, last season although it was very heavy story, it was very invested in trying to tell a cohesive story. I actually really enjoyed that. I'm not entirely. I mean, yeah, they got fucked over by the fact that they were trying to do a lot of political stuff, but they've always been trying to do that. So this is one of the times that their gamble didn't pay off.
It's funny you mention that, because I brought up how the latest episode of South Park have turned off a lot of hardcore fans of the series. And one of the main reasons is when South Park started, it wasn't social commentary, and social commentary all the time. Meanwhile, Shadow is getting lost in the fucking wall walking.
Because the
It was mostly playing on the humor of, well, a bunch of elementary school kids saying shit and fuck all the time.
For their earlier seasons, yes, but as the show aged, they really did go more into political stuff.
Yeah, and that actually turned off a lot of viewers, not even just recently, but also like 10 years ago. So they thought that it's like, okay, every episode has to bear some relevance to something that was in the news. And the next part, the news is, this coming boss sucks,
Yes,
and you
it
should hate
does.
it.
A lot.